Upgrade your thoughts. It's really pretty easy to upgrade your thoughts. All you need to do is consider your current dominant thought and then replace it with a more favorable, more positive, more empowering dominant thought. A more favorable, less stressful emotion will automatically follow. Here are some examples of thoughts or emotions that most of us would consider stressful. Following each one is an upgraded thought. These upgraded thoughts automatically lead to feelings and emotions that don't include stress. Threats to challenges, which brings you feelings of excitement, eagerness, and motivation. Expectations to preferences, which brings you feelings of detachment and happiness. Anger to tolerance or forgiveness, which brings you feelings of peace. Judging to observing, which brings you feelings of calm. Resistance to acceptance or allowance, which brings you feelings of release and relaxation. Complaining to gratitude, which brings you feelings of joy, serenity, contentment, and fun. Guilt to self-acceptance, which brings you feelings of peace and relaxation. Fear to love, which brings you feelings of compassion, caring, and consideration. Fear to curiosity, which brings you feelings of fun, daring, excitement. Jealousy to allowing, which brings you feelings of release and caring. Arguing to empathy, which brings you feelings of understanding. Can you see how powerful this can be? You are now in control. You are the one choosing your thoughts, and by upgrading your thoughts, you can change how you feel. Let's look at a few examples so you can get a feel for this. Imagine that you really enjoy water skiing. It's something you really look forward to doing whenever you have a chance. One of the worst things that could happen on the day that you go water skiing is wind. When you go skiing, you have an expectation that the lake water should be smooth, not choppy. However, it's a windy day, not what you were expecting. You might think thoughts like this: it should not be windy. It was supposed to be a nice, calm day. If you maintain that expectation or demand as your dominant thought, the emotions you'll automatically generate are anger or frustration. However, if you upgrade that dominant thought to a preference, your thinking would sound more like this: I usually prefer that the water be really smooth, but that isn't how it is today. I can't do anything to calm the waters, so I'll decide to do something else. This might sound ridiculous to just blow it off like that, but isn't it more ridiculous to stay upset about something over which you have absolutely no control? Let's try another. You're in a meeting that keeps going well beyond the time allotted. It just keeps going, and your boss, who is running the meeting, doesn't seem to be in any hurry to finish it. In this situation, you could do a lot of complaining about how inconsiderate she's being. You'd be judging, and how much you hate meetings in general. Resistance. Now, you probably can't affect the length of the meeting. It wouldn't be the right thing to do. And if you continue to complain, not only will the clock move more slowly, but the emotions you'll generate because of resistance and boredom will be very stressful ones like frustration or irritation. Now, notice how you'll feel if you upgrade those complaining thoughts to more stress-preventing, grateful thoughts. Isn't it great that I have this job in the first place? Many of my friends don't have jobs right now and are really struggling. Having this job, even though it has its moments, provides me with so many opportunities and experiences that I wouldn't have if I weren't working. How are you going to feel if gratitude is your dominant thought? Pretty good, right? Or you could say something like, this boss of mine, though she means well, is trying her hardest to help us become better employees. I appreciate her for doing that. I forgive her for going longer than she said she would. She probably has lost all track of time. How are you going to feel if these are your dominant thoughts? Probably a lot better. When I'm on the freeway and I see someone driving recklessly by me at top speed, rather than make all kinds of judgments about that person, idiot, crazy driver, etc., I consider a different thought. This guy is on his way to the hospital because his wife, who is sitting in the back seat of the car, is about to have a baby in any moment. It would be far better if she had the baby at the hospital, so go ahead and speed by me so you can get there really fast. It's pretty funny how many almost births have happened on the freeways where I drive. But more importantly, how will I feel if these are my dominant thoughts? I'll feel a lot better than if I would have chosen anger. The possibilities for upgrading your thoughts are endless. Let's say that you've been asked to go to a party with some friends. In the past, you've been conditioned to fear people, especially new people. Your conditioned response might sound something like, I'm really not comfortable being around other people, and especially people I don't know. If you insert love into the gap and upgrade your fear to love, you would have a completely different experience. These new people might also be nervous to meet me. They probably want more friends. If these were your dominant thoughts, you would welcome people. You would be interested in the possibility of developing new relationships. That's a different and far better feeling than the conditioned feeling of fear. Here's another one that I encounter a lot during the summers where I live. Frequently I hear people complain about how unbearably hot it is outside. The temperature's in the 90s and it's too warm for comfort. Rather than wallow in their misery, my immediate thought goes to this dominant thought. At least it isn't January 15th when the temperature hovers right around 18 degrees. As soon as I think this thought, a hot summer day doesn't seem so bad. There is tremendous power as well as a great feeling of freedom when you realize that you create your thoughts and you can upgrade them anytime. It puts you in control. As I've said before, you always have a choice about what you think. And taking this control is much like working a muscle. It grows with practice. The more you exercise your choice to think in useful ways, the more proficient you become. And the more you find yourself preventing your stress. Find out how fun it is to upgrade your thoughts and work with your subconscious mind in the next videos.